They call me Dan, the Lakers DTLF. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, guys. As we get set to face San Antonio Spurs today in the California Classic finale at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be live over on Playback, so I'm going to keep this one brief. But I did want to touch bases with you guys real quick. A little mini pregame, talk about the press conference we had today for Jake Laravia and DeAndre Ayton. Very interesting, a lot of intel. And most importantly, one major thing stood out to us about those press conferences. That's the fact that Rob Pelinka was nowhere to be seen. Okay, Robbie P, a.k.a. the Shark, absolutely nowhere to be seen. This man, what's going on with Rob Pelinka, y'all? Is he still a part of the Lakers organization or what? Because he should usually be the one introducing the players and saying why we acquired the players, right? So it's really puzzling to me the fact that he was not there. And the players had to talk by themselves, So all of that was very intriguing for me. My theory is that he might be on his way out already, and he's not the one pulling the strings anymore. Maybe, maybe that's it. Because seriously, where is Rob? Where is Rob Pelinka? And I had to start there because, I think Laker fans are tired of not having answers. Like, dude, you're supposed to be answering questions right now. Free agency is heavy underway. You've signed 2 solid free agents, but nothing really needle moving yet. DeAndre Ayton is the closest thing to that, and I'm excited about some of the things he said today. If you haven't seen his press conference, it's there on YouTube. Make sure you type in DeAndre Ayton press conference. He had a lot of interesting things to say. I noticed that he's a really humble young man who's ready to work, and he's ready to put to bed a lot of these things that they're saying about them, right? What up, Jojo? How you doing? Good to see you. They're ready to put things to bed that are saying that people have been saying about them. And I'm going to go ahead and quote some of these things. All right, let's start with DeAndre Ayton talking about the Lakers. He says, and I quote, "This feels like a video game, like somebody set it up. But honestly, this is an opportunity that I won't take for granted. Luka is a once-in-a-generation player, and I'm happy to be his teammate, hearing about the kind of shape he's been in. He's super ripped, and I'm finally glad to be on his side when he's doing all of that. All right, and just truly excited. I'm a student of the game, and I love to play with a passion. And the love I have received, and I've not even thrown on the jersey, I can only show you guys my appreciation." So, again, it sounds like humility to me. Sounds like somebody who knows that this might be his final opportunity to showcase what he can do in the league, right? He had some very interesting comments to say. I'll answer questions, and I'll keep reading some of his quotes. Ash said both of the new guys haven't really talked with Brian and Luka. I guess just a text, I think. Yeah, that was DeAndre Ayton with Luka. They had a text, but make no mistake, Luka wanted him here, right? They were communicating through the agent. Luka wanted him here for sure. Jojo is done with Robbie P. I don't blame you. Rob Pelinka tests everybody's patience, even the most patient of fans, people like me. I'm pretty, tired of it. What up, Day Day? Appreciate you, bro. I just shaved it off, man. I was hot. The summer is here. I was extremely hot, so I was like, you know what? Let's just get that cut down pat. I couldn't wait for my brother to come give me his signature cuts. Shout out to my brother, my barber. Appreciate you, Trey. Thank you, brother. But again, interesting comments there by DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton most interestingly said that the kind of shape that Luka's in, he's super ripped. Don't let me find out that Luka the Don is coming out here like a Spartan from 300, all right? Because that would be scary. We get an in-shape Luka who is very, focused and has that chip on his shoulder and is ready to prove the world wrong, then I'm all for it. Sign me up. I'm here, man. Let's see. Fire Rob Pelinka. Rob should be fired right now. I think everybody's saying that. I'm going to, before I get on board with that, because I'm pretty close to getting on board with that right now. Before I get on board with that, I need to see the rest of the offseason, see what happens. That's what I need to see, right? And after that, we'll go from there. But, I don't blame you guys, man. So much going on. Again, we had to DeAndre Ayton presser. Really quick breaking news that happened an hour ago. The Washington Wizards are trading Kelly Olynyk to the San Antonio Spurs for Malachi Branham. All right, Blake Wesley and a 2026 second-round pick. So again, Washington seems to be having a fire. So could the Lakers get in on the action with a Marcus Smart type player? We'll see. TBD. I've been hearing rumors. If he gets bought out, you better believe we're there, baby. You better believe we're there. I think he would be perfect for this team. But again, can we trust Robbie P? Can we even get excited for Rob Pelinka at this stage of the offseason? It is officially July 8th. And, the biggest move we've had is the one that fell into Rob's lap. I'm starting to believe what the Rob Pelinka haters always say is that the right moves just fall into his lap. He's been getting lucky. Starting to look that way. I didn't believe it before. I was like, nah, he's definitely got to be working behind the scenes to get some of these things done. And I'm sure he is. But he has gotten extremely lucky. Guys, like, if he didn't have DeAndre Ayton this offseason and he was standing pat like he's doing right now, there would already be pitchforks outside of Staples, all right, demanding that he gets fired. So he's on thin ice. And I'll tell you, man, he needs to really work to get back on track here. Would you be surprised if Luka declines his extension like Jokic? I would be very surprised, disappointed in Rob, because I think this would have more to do with Rob Pelinka not being able to close the deal. Now, Jokic, he's in Denver. He's in a small market. It wouldn't surprise me if they flirt with the idea of trading him. The Lakers rumors are going to be all over the place. I'm not a fan of Jokic, but is he a good player? Sure. Would I be surprised if his name get thrown into rumors with the Lakers? Not at all. Him and Luka are great friends. This is a buddy league, so anything is possible. But still, I don't want to get into that right now because we got troubles of our own. There's trouble in paradise. LeBron hasn't even fully committed to the Lakers. He's been taking all kinds of pictures in Cleveland. He's been, setting all kinds of subliminals like welcome home hat pictures. Who knows what else is next? What are we signing up for here? We'll see. We'll figure it out as the season progresses. But one thing's for sure, we cannot control what the Lakers are doing right now, which is not much, really. We can just sit back and watch it. When we finally do get some breaking news, then we can, break it down and all that good stuff. But regardless, it's going to get interesting, guys. Again, Jonathan Kuminga's still out there, guys. No new deal has been finalized with him and the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are waiting to see Kuminga's market, apparently, right? With the Brooklyn Nets being the only team able to offer a starting salary of $20 million or more. So that's what he wants. A sign and trade is possible, and Kuminga's situation could delay other Warrior moves as well due to salary cap implications. However, caught wind of DeAnthony Melton potentially signing with the Warriors. It sounds like either him and it sounds like Bradley Beal already has picked the Clippers. Everybody's saying that teams are expecting him to go to the Clippers once he clears waivers if they do agree to a buyout. So again, a lot of stuff happening. Kimmy Goat, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Welcome. Appreciate you as always, my friend. Not gonna miss those subtle LeBron tweets over it. Well, I don't lose any sleep over this stuff, man. It's not like we're talking about prime LeBron at 27, right? Otherwise, he would have us in a chokehold right now. We're talking about a 41-year-old who's, towards the end of his career. And I do appreciate LeBron. However, I don't think he has the same power he once upon a time had. Matter of fact, I do believe the new front office is starting to take over. This is probably why you don't see Rob at the press conference. They probably don't want Rob messing anything up or stirring anything up or upsetting the fans even further, because anything he says, if he makes any more damn desert comparisons, everybody's going to lose their shit, right? So I think pretty much, that's what's going on right now with the Lakers as far as that goes. All right, let's pivot a little bit to Jake Laravia, because Jake Laravia talked about why he signed with the Lakers. He said, JJ knows I'm a high IQ player, can shoot the ball. He knows that I can complement the players like Luka and LeBron. So this guy already has his sights set on starting or maybe getting starters level minutes. He said Jake Laravia opens up on why he chose the Lakers, his growth on defense, and what he's most excited to play next to LeBron and Luka. So again, Jake Laravia thinks he's better than maybe he is, or maybe he is better than I think he is. Who knows? We're going to find out. But I like what I heard from DeAndre Ayton. Very, very excited for that, guys. I think he's going to be a great addition. Like I said, my prediction is 17-10 at best. Anything over that, he's blowing the top off the roof if anything goes over that, right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, we'll be live on playback. Make sure you guys subscribe and all that good stuff, man. Get priority to VIP passes with the membership. Absolutely. Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Doing awesome. Awesome. Just had to take a quick shot because it is hot today. He looks really motivated. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton, here's the thing, right? You don't come to the Lakers unless you're ready to show out. This is the biggest platform, and it's either going to make or it's going to break your career, right? Russell Westbrook already was starting to build a bad reputation before he came to LA, but that season he had with LA, kind of now he's got a stigma about him that sticks with him because he didn't really cooperate, right? And so, it's unfortunate if you don't play good. Unfortunately, with the Lakers, the biggest spotlight, the most pressure, and Ayton touched a little bit on it. He talked about how he's ready to give it his all, do whatever the team needs him to do, which is music to everybody's ears, right? But words sound good, actions sound better, right? They look better, right? So yeah, that's what we have so far today. Free agency's been kind of quiet. Hasn't been much going on. We got the Spurs trade today. Let's shift our focus over a little bit to the Lakers in the summer league, right? Bronny James. We don't have news yet if he'll play or not, but hopefully he does because he looks solid in limited minutes. Bro had 10 points. He had a steal. He had that nasty dunk that played all over SportsCenter when they were comparing him to his pops. Again, we saw him grow last year in the G League to the point where he's averaging 21.9 points per game. So we know he can get buckets, right? But how will that translate to the big leagues, to the NBA level, right? Let's see how he handles the Spurs young talent, like the number 2 pick, Dylan Harper tonight. Let's see how he matches up. It's a good test for him. I look forward to seeing that, and hopefully he doesn't have a leash on him. Hopefully he plays a lot of minutes, right? Dalton. I'm gonna pray for that man because Laker Nation's already on his head. I haven't seen him in about 1,000 trade packages over the week since he played 2 bad games. So that's the power of Laker Nation, man. We don't play that. You got to come and bring the effort. It's one thing to have a bad game, but it's another to have no energy and be lethargic. It's kind of gross, right? You don't do that, bro. You're living everybody's dream, and you're one of the 500 or less players in the NBA that actually have a slot and a platform to showcase your skill set, and you're going through it. You're walking through it. I'm not too concerned about him yet, but if he keeps this up, I will be. I want to see him have a bounce back good game here. What up, Solo? The team is a huge question mark. I'm still looking forward to Lakers basketball, though. Always, man. Did you hear the news? Luka got shredded. Chat. That means we're going to see maybe even a different Luka than we've ever seen, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing, man. I want to see a shredded Luka and see what that looks like and see if he can still bully people with his muscle instead of his fat and just see how much quicker he is on his feet. He might actually catch a body or two this year. People forget he used to be able to dunk his early years with the Mavericks, so he's actually sneaky athletic. Really quick, talking about news, I want to share this with you guys because I think it's beautiful, man. Look at Kobe's, the new Kobe's that are going to be dropping, all right, next year's NBA All-Star Weekend. The Protro 3s, man. Beautiful freaking shoe. Are you guys looking forward to these, and will you be picking up a pair? They're so nice and different. One thing about Kobe shoes, they've always been different, and I freaking love that, right? What do you guys think, man? They're really hard, right? Like, I had to showcase them because, man, I never get blessed enough to get these from the Nike App Store, but if any of you get it, man, be on the lookout because these are going to be freaking phenomenal, bro. And I just love how different they are. They really are. They look like ninja shoes that like from some anime or something. So fire, but the purple, I like how it's all black and then it has those patches of purple with the Nike swoosh on the back. Take my money now, please. I even pay a scalper for these. I'll pay a scalper for these, right? The Dalton scored. Dalton, second year, 25 years old. He needs to put in work for sure, JoJo. Absolutely. I agree with you. We're going to hold them accountable. As a Laker fan base, we're always going to hold our players accountable. And again, Dalton is rookie season. He showed promise. He averaged about 9 points a game, shooting 37% from beyond the arc. And it could have been more had they not benched him. But, it is interesting to see how he continues his development. Cole Swider is another one we got to talk about. Cole Swider has been a standout, absolute beast, man. He scored 20 points in the last game against the Heat, 7 for 10 from the field shooting. And then he also had 24 in his first game versus the Warriors on 6 for 8. So you want to talk about efficiency. You want to talk about leading this team as a veteran. His mid-range and three-point shot could complement the Lakers if he ever made a roster, right? I don't know if he will. His lack of defense and his deficiencies in other areas might hold him back, but I'd love to see his story continue. right? So again, Cole Swider, very solid prospect, even though he's 25. No, what is he? 26? Same age as Luka, right? So that's interesting, right? You can't give up on him. He's not even 30 yet. And what if he finally starts hitting his stride? He's a late bloomer, and he comes in here like Ryan Anderson, smacking everything, right? That would be insane. Then you got Darius Bazley. Darius Bazley has been pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. He's looking like the cheaper Vandal replacement option, keyword option, because I don't know if the Lakers will do it. Vandal's a really elite defender when he's healthy. But you want to talk about an undrafted free agent, Darius Bazley. Been impressive. He's got a 6'9" frame, very wiry. He's got solid defensive flexibility. You know, he just had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks against the Heat. You know, let's keep watching his development and his ability to switch, you know, across different positions and disrupt the passing lanes and finish strong at the rim. And maybe he becomes a modern forward, right? And earns at least a two-way or something. I like him as well. Like I said, and I said it before Summer League started, this Summer League roster has been the most impressive that it has been since we won the Summer League championship years back, right? Hey, what up, CJ? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you, man, always. Solo said, man, I could never get the Kobe's. It's so hard to get them when they release. Facts, bro. But if anybody's blessed enough, keep an eye out. These are going to drop All-Star Weekend per multiple reports, guys. Oh, my goodness. And if you guys can grab me an extra pair, I will pay a premium for these, okay? A premium. Absolutely, man. I need these. I just think about me and my shoe style. I love shoes, but I love unique looking shoes. Those are unique looking shoes. That's what I like. I like to look different than your average crowd. My shoes stand out in a different way. Everywhere I've gone, when I rock the shoes that I like to buy that people don't wear, people always compliment me on my shoes. Oh, man, I like those shoes. Oh, you know, so I like unique different shoes. Of course, I like J's and all the nice fancy stuff that everybody likes, but never seen anything like those right there. And so, yeah, definitely be on the lookout for those. Who has impressed you guys during Summer League? I want to know, chat, because there's been a lot of players. We're yet to see Eric Dixon, the two-way signee, right? So I still look forward to seeing what he could do, right? The Lex Luthor cut. You love to see it, huh? This is a new Eric. If you've been around for the channel, you know when it gets hot and my barber's not around, I just shave it off before I hop in the shower. Light work, baby. Clean, clean, clean. My girl loves it. It's clean and, you know, comfortable. Appreciate you, Kimmy Goat. Let's see. I'm the same way, fam. Never went with the trends. Always went with the things that stood out, clothing and shoes wise. Yeah, man. I like cool shit. I have a good taste in clothes and in shoes, and that's what I like, man. Shout out to the shoe medic. One time he customized me some badass shoes, and man, those got me tons of compliments. It had DTLF on it. It had the Black Mamba. It had YouTube. It had all kinds of cool things. So I still have those in good condition, and I'm just a fan, man, of unique things. You know, I was the only one standing out with those, so that was pretty cool. Bronny, yeah, let's talk about Bronny. I want to see him continue to how do you say? I want to see this man continue to run the offense, right? He's only played 10 minutes. He had 10 points in 10 minutes with a steal. And he displayed a little bit of everything, man. His jump shot, his athleticism, his high basketball defensive IQ, a little bit of playmaking. I like what I saw from Bronny. I want to see more because I'm intrigued. I've always said it from the moment he got drafted, and I stick with my comparison. Usually my comparisons stick. I said he could be like Iman Shumpert. That's exactly the type of player that I think he could be, you know? So then we get a good look at the number 2 overall pick, assuming he plays, right? Yo, Dan, thoughts on Cole Swider? I'm a fan of his shooting. Looks like he's hustling a lot more than the first time we seen him in 2022. He's got potential still, even at 26. We have a lot of players on two-way contracts. I think they're all filled right now, but if he could, I wouldn't mind, man. I wouldn't mind, to see him with the South Bay Lakers and maybe even work his way up. Can you imagine Luka having an option like that snipes? And will it translate to league? Because sometimes they snipe in summer league, but then come regular season, they can't hit nothing. Or come training camp and preseason, they can't hit nothing. So I hope his journey continues to develop and he continues to look good moving forward, right? LeBron is enjoying his free time. Absolutely. In Puerto Rico. Look, ain't nothing better than going out on vacay. I need to go out on vacay. I haven't had a vacation year in quite some time. So Yeah, man. He deserves it. He works hard during the season. I ain't mad at him for that. This is off season. He can do whatever he wants. He only got about 2 months left, right? He got the rest of this month, and then August, and then late September, people start coming back in for training camp and all of that, right? So got about 2 more months, and hopefully he gets his mind right, his body right, and he's ready to put in that work. I know he will be. He's LeBron. Alex Caruso with Hobbs. I don't see that yet, but Iman Shumpert is more realistic for me because Caruso is an A1 defender. Caruso's a top 5 defender in his league that we're talking about pound for pound, so I still think we are a serviceable center away. Yeah, you're not wrong, Die Hard. What's up, by the way, bro? Good to see you. We're a serviceable center away, backup serviceable center away, and we're also a backup guard away, in my opinion. One that can set the tone for the bench. Get guys like Dalton going. Get guys off the bench going. So yeah, bro. I still think we got like about 2 pieces before we can really have that conversation about Lakers winning the championship. Next phase. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for super chat. He said, losing out on Melton and Rollins hurt. That is cheap young talent that could have grown with us like Laravia while contributing. Lakers front office, shake my head. Bro, Rob Pelinka, to me, I'm not even sure if he's at the helm anymore, to be honest with you, bro, because seriously, bro, like what is going on? He wasn't even, he was there, but he wasn't answering any questions. He was off camera, like completely didn't want any of the attention because I don't know if it's because he's no longer a part of the organization like that moving forward, or is it because he doesn't have an answer for us? Regardless, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like him not, standing out and standing firm and look, fire away. You got to be able to take the heat when you are, president of basketball ops for the Lakers, period. You got to be able to do it. So, but again, next phase, thank you, brother. Appreciate the love. Yes, sir. Good to see you as well, man. Excited actually to watch the Summer League team. They've been actually pretty fun. That second game was a lot funner than the first one. But the first one, the first half was interesting, right? We still have tons of talent. We still haven't seen Dixon yet. There's still a couple of pieces that intrigue. DJ Stewart has been super impressive. I love what he's done, man. Again, and he showcased his playmaking abilities, his scoring. He's got a nice little teardrop in the lane. That's one guy right there that really has the potential to be a training camp invite and maybe even more. Serge Jabari Rice, who was another G League veteran. He played for the South Bay Lakers last season, averaging 13 points and 3 assists. And he's displayed some really solid scoring, face-up, mechanics. So again, this Summer League team is just dripping and oozing with talent. And who's going to stand out? Who's going to continue to stand out heading into Las Vegas? And the first Vegas test that we have, it is the Lakers versus the Spurs. Lakers versus Mavericks with Cooper Flag. So we're going to get our first crack at the first overall pick. That's always fun, right? That's always going to be a blast. Sharon, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. My bad. My apologies. The other night when we were gaming, I read your comment, but late. I think you probably left, but I did say what's up. But thank you for stopping by always. She said, you're right, Dan. Usually Rob is front and center. It's so much weird things going on with the Lakers this offseason. LeBron being hands off is one. LeBron not being, front and center in the introductory press conferences. It's almost like they weren't his acquisitions. It's almost like they don't want to attach his name to it. Like that was probably the new ownership or Genie or God knows who, right? But yeah, it is really weird. Appetizers Sushi, appreciate you, bro. He said Bron is a top 10 player and Luke and 40 and at 40 and Luca is a gem and Rob is shit. My boy just broke it all down for us. Pretty fairly easy. Jojo, I do not have a Facebook, but all my information, all my social media information is there on the bottom. You guys can follow me at Dan the Lakers Fan on Twitter, DTLF24 on Instagram. I do not have a Facebook. I just, I had a Facebook a long time ago, but it just kind of died off. And it's a lot more of our older family members on there. So I try to, I just moved on to the other more current apps. Twitter is my go-to. Like, if you guys want to interact with me, Twitter is where I'm at. Pretty much it's Twitter is my number one source for, besides my own personal source, Twitter is my source for information, for going back and forth with the wonderful Laker community and just everything, even entertainment. There's a lot of funny stuff on there. always having a good time. So yeah, Twitter's where I'm at. I guess as far as social goes, YouTube number 1, Twitter number 2, and then Instagram number 3, in that order. But yeah, tap in, JoJo. Rodell Media game is at 7 p.m. Yeah, game is at 7 p.m. It's about to tip off in a bit. I'm going to make this kind of brief. I just wanted to tap in with you guys. Hopefully all is well. And no Dame updates yet. He said he's going to take his time this offseason. Pats fan. So, yeah. Any updates on Eric Dixon? Well, we're hoping he plays tonight. He hasn't played for whatever reason. We haven't really had a reason for it. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. He's interesting, right? Let's see. What time is the Lakers vs. Spurs Summer League game? At 7 p.m. Pacific time. Tap in. I will be live on playback. First and foremost, my members get exclusive priority to the VIP, and then everybody else first come, first serve, okay? For what's left over. So tap in. Facebook is for keeping in touch with family. The thing is, my family was hip to everything, man. My family transitioned over to Instagram and Twitter and all of that, so I didn't really have any need for Facebook. But yeah, that's basically what it was for. If I ever did start a Facebook, I'd probably let my lady run it, and it would be strictly Lakers related for sure. For sure. Let's see. I don't think he's officially till December. At this point, I would like the new owner to come out and say something as far as moves that being made in the direction of the team. If Rob can talk. Even though he's not the official owner as of December, if you were spending billions of dollars, I'm sure that you're going to get a lot of input in what's going on, if not all input. So I have a feeling he's pulling the strings already, Just be. I think so, bro. And when my gut happens, man, it usually strikes. That's just my gut talking right there. And yeah. Haley Ford, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Haley. If no Melton and no Beal, do we get Brogdon? Then, yeah, we have to kind of go for guys like CP3, Brogdon. Heck, I wouldn't mind Lonnie Walker for the cheap. Maybe we can split the biannual exception between Lonnie Walker and another player, assuming we clear some, cap space and some room. So, that would be flames. But, yeah, today we did get the introductions of both DeAndre Ayton and Jake Laravia. So that was pretty cool to see. And I really, I don't know about you guys, but I really like DeAndre Ayton's personality, man. He seems really calm, seems humble. Seems like he's going to get in here and get ready to work. I got good vibes from him. I'm usually good at reading people's vibes, usually, But, yeah, I think he's going to be all right, for sure. Yeah, you like that? Shout out to my guy, man. My guy made the thumbnail. I just put the letters on it. I just put the words on it. But shout out to my guy again, man, who's been killing it. Retro Actual. He's been killing it for me because you know what? I've been so busy, and it's been coming in handy when he has the thumbnails ready for me. But yeah, I pretty much put "Where's Rob?" because seriously, it's like "Where's Waldo?" Where is Rob? He was nowhere in the picture when they were during the press conference. I know he took pictures afterwards, so he was in the building, but we need him more hands-on if he's still indeed the president of basketball ops. If he's a shadow president of basketball ops, then it all makes sense, right? It all makes sense. OG said, "Mr. Clean, it looks clean, huh?" Yes, sir. Hey, better Mr. Clean than Mr. Dirty, right? Always, man. I'm going to be at Summer League Lakers, Celtics in Vegas. Hey, my boy Diehard living a dream. You love to see it, man. I haven't been to Vegas in years, man. We're overdue for a trip. He said, wonder why Rob has been so quiet so far. I think there's going to be moves before training camp begins. We need something, David, for sure. Because this roster does not scream championship contender. It screams borderline threat in the playoffs. That's what it screams to me. Like nobody wants to see us. We basically, if we go into this year's NBA season with this roster, we're basically last year's Timberwolves. That dangerous team. Nobody wants to face in the first or second round, but you're not afraid of them in the Western Conference Finals, right? We need to put the fear of of God in people. We need to make sure we get the right roster. No trades yet, Vitali. Good question, but no trades at all. Right now, unfortunately, we're sitting here hoping for it, and we don't know. But yes, Rob is kind of being lazy. Isaiah, we'll see what it is, man. Let's see. Dan, if AR doesn't step up this season, do you consider trading him by the deadline? Absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I can predict that that's exactly what the Lakers are going to do. If AR is not having a crazy good season where he's averaging over 20 points and he continues to take a step forward, he's not going to be worth the money he's going to request. He's probably going to want closer to 40 mil. I don't know about y'all, but if you want 40 mil, give me 23 to 24 points per game with 6 assists efficiently. And do that, or at least most of that, in the playoffs as well. Right? That's just me, though. Just be said, like you said before, he gave it to AD in the playoffs that year. Facts, brother. Absolutely. My boy said, I don't trust Rob, LeBron, or JJ. My boy don't trust nobody. I feel you, though. They got to earn our trust by being successful and doing it consistently. I think the key here for the Lakers organization and what the Laker fans want is consistency. That is the key. That is the number one word. We want consistency, and we want to compete consistently. Right? We want that. We're not asking for crazy stuff. We're not asking for Giannis here, although we wouldn't definitely not complain if we got him. But we're not asking for that. Right? We're just asking for consistency and competitiveness. But anyways, I don't want to stick too much on the same topic, guys. This video is going to be pretty brief. I will, if this game is entertaining, I will do a post game. I want to see Bronny get off. I want to see a couple players get off. Cole Swider continue to do his thing. Darius Baisley is what I'm looking forward to. Dalton, come on, man. We waiting, bro. We falling asleep here. We waiting. So, Dalton, wake your punk ass up and get to work, man. What else do we want to see? We want to see, everybody who's been balling during the summer league, keep doing that, and hopefully they win today. And then we can hopefully, DJ Stewart has really impressed me to the point where if Eric Dixon don't show up, I might take that away and give it to DJ. Like, that's how much DJ Stewart has impressed me. And nothing against Eric Dixon, but I got to see him play before I can make an assessment. The most impressive player, besides obviously Bronny and Cole Swider, has been DJ Stewart. So I call him Stewart Little already. Once you get a nickname from me, that means you put it in work. So let's keep that going, fam. All right. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Really quick, this video was brought to you and sponsored by 2 wonderful daily fantasy sports apps. Download them today, guys. One of them is right here. You can see the what do they call those? The code? What is that called? What do you call that? The thing you scan? I already forgot what it's called. The promo code is DTLF, guys. It makes it easy if you scan that, download the app, and you go for the barcode, right? The barcode. So we got the barcode here already. And the second, obviously, is Prize Picks. Prize Picks has held it down from day one. They were the first daily fantasy sports app to sponsor your boy. One that I trusted because I had a lot of offers and they really showed me the ropes when it comes to business. So shout out to both of these wonderful companies. Tap in, show love, hit that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. I got you guys covered year round. QR code. Thank you. I don't know why I say barcode. Appreciate you, bro. Be real. You the man, bro. You the man. Yeah, I don't know where my mind be sometimes. I think too much basketball. That's probably what it is. All right, though. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Again, I will see you guys, hopefully, if the game is good, I will see you here for post game. All right. Otherwise, see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope to see you guys over on Playback. Don't stay back. Download the app today. All right. Peace.